Stop. That being said, listen up. If you've ever doubting the underrated kind of monster or been taken for granted, this is for you. It's time to, as they say, turn pain into power and reclaim that which was always yours. And you're writing a new one, a joyful, loving, peaceful life. Now they sit in silence, haunted by all the moments they missed, the opportunities they wasted. They thought you would always be there, always forgiving, always waiting. But they overlooked one thing. Everyone has a breaking point. And yours, it was the time that you finally selected yourself. All the insults they hurled, all the ways they gave you the cold shoulder, every attempt they made to make you feel small, it's all weighing heavily on them now. They believed that they were invincible, that there would be no fallout for their actions. But here they are, surviving in the storm they built and still in the wreckage of their own making. They believed they were penning your demise, but in reality, they wrote their own. They underestimated you, took your kindness to be weakness, your love to be naivete. They thought you'd just keep returning, but they never saw the fire burning inside you. And that fire, now it burns hotter than ever, fed by all they put you through. Now they hobble through existence, pursuing apparitions. You always find a way to hide in plain sight. Seeing your face in crowds, hearing your voice in whispers, feeling your absence in every empty space. They'll never acknowledge it though, of course. Their pride won't let them. But inside, they're screaming, wishing, thinking, miracle of miracles, undo the process they've created. But the reality is, their greatest loss wasn't in losing you. It was in not realizing your worth when they had the opportunity to do so. They thought love was a game, that you were disposable, that they could break you like a trophy and walk away without a scratch. But now they're the ones left to pick up the pieces, trying to reconstruct a life that no longer includes you. But it's not the same. It never will be. They'll attempt to do video replacement, of course, but each new face will merely taunt them with what was taken. They'll look for your warmth and your kindness and your light. But all they'll discover are shadows. Oh, they'll put on a show, pretend they've moved on. But in private, the facade comes off and the truth of their loss hits them like a tsunami. Because nobody, no single person can occupy the space you left behind. You were their calm in the storm, their anchor in the chaos. And now that you're gone, they're very much adrift, lost at sea, heading nowhere, with no way back. They'll seek to occupy themselves with transient delights, ephemeral highs. But nothing makes as much noise as the echoes of your silence. They'll revisit each moment, dissect every word, question where it all went awry, as if their answer isn't in front of their nose. They chose their ego over your love, and that's when it went wrong, when they did not keep it real but played games, when they treated you like an option rather than a priority. And the worst part isn't only losing you. It's the knowledge they won't have another opportunity. You've moved on. Their machinations cannot hold sway over your heart. That door, it's locked, sealed, never to be opened again. They'll knock, beg, plead, but it's too late, far too late. And while they are wallowing in their endless cycle of shame and regret, you are out there thriving, creating a life so rich in joy and serenity that their absence is merely a faded memory. You made your pain from them into power, into knowledge, and that strength, that's what makes you untouchable at this point. They believed they would be the first to move on, the first to be happy, the first to live unbothered. But life has a funny way of righting a ship. Now they're the ones living in the past, mired in what-ifs and could-have-beens. And you're free. Free to love. Free to live. Free to be all they assured themselves you'd never be without them. Of course, they'll eventually learn that love isn't a game, that humans are not to be tossed aside, that every action has a reaction. But by the time they do, you will be so far ahead, so far removed from their world, that their epiphany will arrive like an afterthought, a lesson learned when it is too late. Their pain now, that's just poetic justice, not revenge, just the way life works. They sowed seeds of pain, and now they're reaping regret. And you planted seeds of growth, of self-love, resilience, and your harvest? It's a life so rich, so beautiful, that it eclipses any pain they ever inflicted. So let them regret. Make them wish they could rewind the clock. That's not something you should bear. You offered them something unusual, something Amma